I'd like to directly say thank you to y'all for some of the things that you bring into a public space to talk about, and the things that people are dealing with and don't discuss, and whether it's, my family members that have mental health issues, like my cousin's schizophrenic, and whether it's the friends that I'm around now that are still working through certain things, having a space where people can discuss it, be honest about it, and have that empathy and have that understanding to be able to share these things. To me, it's not depressing, it's real life, and so I'm glad that you're able to speak on it and be an advocate for people who may not be able to speak for themselves. So, thank you. We have a special treat. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. We have Jack Regan coming up to read for us. Yeah.
Evening, afternoon, everybody. I don't know what time it is right now, but my name is Jack M. Friedman. This is kind of a special week for me because in a little over a week, it will be my 15th anniversary doing spoken word poetry. So I got a few poems I'm going to share with you. Well, more than a few. This one is called Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, PTSD. Kind of in line with Yael. Yael, thank you. Thank you, truly, thank you. PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Prone to serious depression, pain that seldom dwindles, processing the same day, plaguing the soul, drowning, playing the sounds daily. Poor times seem definite. Pessimism that seems deadly, perpetually torturous, strikingly demonic, passion terminated, seemingly destitute. Pouring tears, streaming down, perusing the sorrowful darkness. Photographic, the static dimension, pass through Satan's doorway, past the sour diesel, prescribed 37 drugs. Pilsner, tequila, sangria, diazepam, parched, taste sullied, dry, pariah to society, derelict, prone to steady decline, praying that screams dissipate. Prone to suicide, damned, primordial threats, safety diminished, peace threatened, seemingly dead, passion tranquilized, sudden demise, past the summit, dropping, plummeting, the soul deadens, praying that solitude dissolves. Next one I'm going to do off the dome. It's called Touching the Sky.
Off the dome.
Off the dome. Sun rises on Saturday mornings before networks and 24-hour programming our vast memories. Sense of light and cover from the test pattern. Darkness eradicated at the age of 4. Infomercials with Richard Simmons outline weight loss fallacies, crash diets, laxatives, vomiting, starving, a sense of belonging, excretion of identity, purging taboos of the psychic and psychotic. And then the colors of dealer meal cards ease that need to nourish my spirit, quenching my thirst for love and wisdom. In the morning, I had no rooster to wake me. It was Tootie from the Home Shopping Club who woke me. Gold and emeralds eased my chaos, adoration adorned and fever fueled. Perceptions of color often derived from ColecoVision, Atari, Commodore, low fidelity, higher contrast from reruns of I Love Lucy, The Twilight Zone, and The Honeymooners. I craved greatness. I craved brightness. I craved it all in those 8-bit rainbow skylines done in justice. 16 colors aren't enough, impossible to fill in a 24-hour day with such restrictions. I observe the sky through filters, none of which distort reality, but simply accentuate the vividness of heaven. And often I reminisce of 1985, the first time I had a numerical concept of a year, 4 years after my birth, 30 years prior to my father's passing. And these days my eyes are hexadecimal algorithms Pantone has yet to develop, and my vision is HDMI. Pupils are my perspective. Darkness the honest observation of loneliness and loss, my insatiable need to find a place within this infinite spectrum, my unfulfilled desire to belong. The wheel of fortune spins. Luck is pressed. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big bucks, big bucks, big bucks, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, stop! Pink hearts, orange stars, yellow moons, green clovers, blue diamonds, purple horseshoes, red balloons, pots of gold, rainbows, trees, blue moons, leprechaun hats, hourglasses, shooting stars, crystal balls, keys. These are the talisman of morning, magic, ambrosia of oats and marshmallows soaked in milk, but my lucky charms are my rods and cones. They allow me to admire these radiant symbols. All my photos evolve from mud, this new set of colors I make reference to. Colors. This new set of colors is presently paradise, my heaven, my sky, my ether. Perhaps it demonstrates the incorporation of color destined to reach out. Perhaps it's friendlier than the earth upon which I stand. Perhaps I crave that which is limitless. The skies are not ceilings, and the outside world is unconfined. My aura showcases skylines. I'm going to be alternating a little bit between the paper and the dome. Alternating between the paper and the dome. This next one I'm going to do is also off the dome. Just remember my set. This is called Redheads in the Wild. Gotta get into character for this one. Redhead. Genus. Gingerous. Species. Fucking dangerous. Can often be spotted in Ireland, known for extreme tempers, known for being teased by kids, known for being adored by elder women with the following mating call. Oh my God, your hair is so beautiful, I wish I could get it out of a bottle. The only red gingerous and dangerous gets from a bottle is Johnny Walker, only to realize he could have had a V8. When encountering the gingerous and dangerous, kindly proceed with caution. Bounty on successfully hunting the redhead is $1 million, assuming you live to tell about it. There are strong resemblances to leprechauns, but those who try to steal their gold are shit out of luck. Gingerous and dangerous is an endangered species, for oftentimes they are poached for their pubic hair. Know how to match carpets and drapes, they're amazing interior decorators. Will kill with kindness, assuming that this abstract noun refers to a Hattori Hanzo samurai sword with the word kindness inscribed in the handle. National Geographic special Redheads in the Wild will return after a brief word from our sponsor. Next. This one is called And the Sign Says. It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered out the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. This is where the snapping stops. Today, Billy Joe McAllister Tallahatchie Bridge. On the X10 crossing the Verrazano, I saw a sign that said, life is worth living. Underneath the credo was the phone number for LifeNet, the suicide prevention hotline provided by New York City. Scenery changes to underground where subway trains are electrified by the grid, where the edges of platforms need that same sign. I could have been a statistic. I could have been a... I could have hung upon the yellow circle with a black R like fuzzy dice, gambling with my life as if the train was a solitary bullet in a game of Russian roulette, much like that one. Developments of subway casualties would be denoted in surveys, exposing blankets of trauma by both jumpers and strap hangers. Non-profit organizations might have commemorated my fatality anonymously in a bar graph had the attempt been completed. Many ignore the corny credo entering the hearts and minds of those wanting to intentionally transition between earth and ether. Consider the Emerald Tablet, the doctrine of hermetic alchemy. That which is above is like to that which is below, and that which is below is like to that which is above. Heaven and hell, bridges and tunnels, arrows and thanatos, the blessed and the damned. The will to die is always greeted with an easy and accessible method, and a will to live comes with the complexity derived from avoiding said method. I think of Tennessee Williams' play The Glass Menagerie, remembering how Tom Wingfield was terminated for splaying stanzas on shoeboxes, and I must follow suit in my quest to avoid fatality after 17 minutes pass and another suicide commences. The movies will maneuver my mind to manifest melodies. The moon will motivate my messages. Amid the cranial chaos, I need to be that selfish fucking dreamer. I need to dance with El Diablo in the catacombs of opium dens in Gehenna. And then my family enters the forefront. The entropy expires, and the dead don't seem so lucky. But with the truth of certainty and the certainty of truth, the sign that you should live should be in every place one chooses to die. Okay, this one I'm definitely doing off the dome. The bong that never ends. This is the bong that never ends. Yes, it tooks on and on, my friends. Some people started ripping it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue hitting it forever just because this is the bong that never ends. Yes, it tooks on and on, my friends. Some people started ripping it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue hitting it forever just because this is the bong that never ends. Faster if you can. As it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started ripping it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue hitting it forever just because this is the bong that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started ripping it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue hitting it forever just because it's the bomb that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started ripping it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue hitting it forever just because it's the bomb that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started ripping it, not knowing what it was, the bomb! The bomb was my shepherd the day after the election. So best I be herded by glass, brass, crass, and mama cast, and by special interests or unadulterated bullshit, better known as alternative facts. I may need an asylum from reality, for after all, it was the padded cell that was the original incarnation of the safe space. So bring on the indica, bring on the sativa, bring on the hybrid, bring it all the fuck on. Because I need an ounce of my respect back, even a gram of dignity is welcome, because I live my life on my own terms, hoping to hell I don't die during their term. Hashtag not my president, hashtag sure as motherfucking hell not my VP! Yeah, that's the end of that one. So another Trump poem on the way. This one is called The 45th Right. On a round-trip ticket between earth and ether, I knew what love felt like. No pretenses among my crowd, not in this dreamscape anyway. In one direction was Snug Harbor, in the opposite direction there was a Nazi militia marching down Richmond Terrace. Staten Island, man. Staten Island was a red state bleeding buckets. Atonal trumpets duplicated nausea. I ducked for cover to escape those goose steps. A panoramic jump cut quantum leaped me to my childhood home. It harbored broken windows. And though I lived in that four-apartment house in 1983, I was reliving events from 1938. The year of Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass, the pogrom which served as a spark igniting the fuse of anti-Semitism. Burning bricks and Molotov cocktails destroyed the foundations of my youth like angry birds. Impossible to tell how many cadavers blockaded the Manor Road entrances to the Armory and Clove Lakes Park. Skies were an overheated terracotta color, bleeding from a kiln of chaos. 3 years later, fascist violence materialized in Charlottesville, swastikas locked with sickles to form a massacre of fascism and false equivalents, questioning whether I would compromise my pacifism and support Antifa. But their hatred was born from the blood and the soil, hailed by the original Nazi regime. And now I weep, and I rock, as I frantically repeat the mantra, never again, never again, never again, never again, never again, never again. I fear that now my next trip to the ether might be a one-way trip back to the past, only to manifest hybrids of domestic and international warfare with every full rotation of this earth. A new mantra enters my consciousness. We will replace you. 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 I am proud to be Jewish without a drop of self-loathing. And the ghosts of Auschwitz, Treblinka, Dachau, Bergen-Belsen, Buchenwald, and other countless concentration camps will haunt our global legacy. My ancestors did not die for this, but now I am one unit of 1/5 of 1% of one human population. Remember that our speech is free, but we still pay consequences which defy a currency exchange. Bigotry is a freely traded commodity. For those who do not value human life, for those who deprive others from liberty, for those who pursue hatred over happiness. Our tricolor faith rejects executive idolatry. We have been poisoned by an orange agent who is a human embodiment of Agent Orange. How those toxins spread, how our nerves burn, how this man gaslights a nation. But as of now, the most revolutionary thing we can do is reject one small man's vision of greatness and substitute it with our own. Jack and Friedman, thank you.
Next up, we have some music out of the River Special Treat. And after that, we'll take a brief break and do a group photo with Nick McManus, who is a documentarian out here in New York. And then we'll keep it moving with poetry and reading. So let's welcome up